we're living in the moment, the moment. So don't look back, it's a long, long road ahead, a long, long road ahead.
Hello, and welcome back to Better Buddies. I'm your host RJ. With us this week, it's Tanner.
Oi.
And John.
Ahoy.
And James.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, ahoy, me hearties. This week, our Better Buddies icebreaker. Hypothetical. You have decided to build an adult playground / jungle gym in your backyard. What are you putting in it?
Oh, well, for sure, one of those brain-looking things that are made of the triangles that you climb all over. And
Did you
hang
just call
from.
it the brain?
Yeah, I've always thought it looked like a brain.
Interesting.
I mean, the science dome from Factorio?
A
Yeah,
geodesic
a dome is more what I'd think, but I could see how you might get there with all the lines looking like the folds.
A buckyball.
I think one of those triangle domes is a good choice. Good choice. Swing set for me. Gotta have swings.
I'd like to put a 5-star hotel back there, but it's free for me.
And that's the American way.
What, you guys can't... Oh, you guys can't afford it? That sucks.
Free for me and people I choose, I suppose, is a good expansion.
Or... No, I love that. It's great.
And everyone else can pay a fee, and I'll make money off it.
Hey, listen, right? Just like the man who discovered oil, the man who discovered the 5-star hotel in his backyard deserves all the rights. He gets to choose what to do with it.
Here at Old Ridge Farms, we harvest just the finest 5-star hotels. We raise them from the tiny, pay-by-the-hour, disgusting backstreet red light district motels into the finest 5-star establishments you'll find anywhere on this godforsaken earth.
Do you remember the time you couldn't afford a hotel?
Old Ridge Farm remembers.
Old Ridge Farm remembers. That's why you're not allowed in. Whore. I love that.
So, triangle dome, swings, 5-star hotel. I always liked the stuff where I like a fort, you know?
Mm.
Give me something that's got a room in it, but not too closed off, otherwise it'll get infested with spiders.
You never know when those cheeky Native Americans are going to make their comeback. You'll need a fort to defend the frontier.
No, bad James.
Never do know. I know
understand why you haven't been here for so long.
I'm picking up exactly what you're saying. Trust me, brother.
Nope, I disavow. Delete. Control Alt delete.
Clear. Hey, you know what? You're saying one thing in one frequency and another thing in another frequency, and I can hear both
Native Americans
are
welcome in my fort.
It's okay.
Native Americans are welcome in my fort, James. Checkmate, atheist.
That's a bold strategy. I really applaud it. I think it's very strategic. That's smart.
Everyone's welcome in the fort, James, except for fascists who are, in fact, not welcome.
Kind of a reverse Trojan horse approach, I see. Very smart. You crafty devil.
No, not at all. Literally
you
not.
Crafty little white devil, you.
It's in fact the opposite of a Trojan horse.
Come on in. We're all friends here in Fort RJ.
No, why have you done this? No.
Yeah, get on in there.
You're banned. I ban you. James is banned from the fort.
Why is the fort on a giant catapult? Don't friggin' pay attention to that. Come on.
Okay, that's a funny idea.
It's a design choice. It's aesthetic.
How else will you know our fort is heavily armed if it's not sitting on top of a giant catapult? Checkmate.
Yeah, we gotta make it. It's kind of like how they build every military base on top of a giant gun, just so that you know that they're back in. You know.
So I revised my previous statement. This specific fort that is on top of a giant catapult that's going to get launched into the sun. No one's allowed in except the fascists.
Well, I mean,
You fool! You've given them a catapult.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
They
that's
have the
also
catapult
true.
fort.
and those motherfuckers love the sun, so you're just giving them exactly what they want.
Oh, they only like the dark sun.
That's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the black sun. Ironically so, right? Like, isn't that what they worship, the black sun? I find that kind of funny.
I don't know.
That's what I thought I saw on 4chan one time or multiple, but
What?
yeah, I can't remember.
Okay. I don't know that I want to go anywhere near anything with the name 4chan on it. So
Why?
You don't.
There's fun.
No.
There's fun stuff on there.
no,
Come on,
no.
come on in. Come
Put
on
your
in, like
poison
you're
away,
coming to
poison
Fort
peddler.
RJ. Come on.
I prefer my drugs wholesale, and my brain wholesale alienated and manipulated purely by the algorithm. No tainted
I heard
algorithms
alienated
for
and
me.
manipulated.
Do you know what
Tainted
they're putting in your kid's algorithm?
That's like saying, "Excuse me, sir. I'll have the diet arsenic, please."
Yeah.
Please, sir.
At least I know where that arsenic's coming from. It's from
Arsenic
my
on
enemies
the
at
rocks.
Facebook.
I take my arsenic straight up like a man. No, fair, very fair. I do want to say really quick, I would put in like, that I think they still do it, but the ABC like game show Wipeout, I would totally have like a major mega obstacle course from Wipeout in my backyard, in like my adult playground / jungle gym. Sure.
That's much better than what my brain went to first. And you're like, that ABC? And my brain was like, is this like one of those spinning tile things they'll have at kids' playgrounds?
I was also
Yeah.
thinking about the spinning tile things.
And then my brain went to
Is that like
hopscotch.
the thing that they have on the wall?
Yeah,
Like,
on the wall.
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
you remember back in grade school? Yeah, the tic-tac-toe. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's activating some memories.
Mm-hmm. Tire
Yeah.
fort? We could do a tire fort and
Tire
no one
fort's
could
good.
stop us.
Tire Fort's good. Yeah.
Tanner,
You gotta have
our
one of
the playground. Oh, sorry, John.
Go ahead. You gotta have one of those pipes you could talk to each other through across the ground.
Yes.
That's
Preach.
also a necessity.
Tanner, the grade school we all went to had a tire fort on the playground that was literally like one tire nailed to the ground and then four tires nailed on top of it to make sides. But they were just giant tires. Like, they were not specialized playground equipment. And they got taken
Like
away
tractor
because...
tires?
Yeah, like tractor tires. But they weren't that big because, we're like first graders.
Mm.
And they eventually got taken out because it's like, hey, Friday church, all the kids are in their nice clothes, and then they immediately go play on the dirty rubber tires.
Well, that's a dumb reason to take it away from the school.
I know!
It is a dumb reason. We petitioned the Vatican to have them change it, but they never got back to us.
Yeah. It's just proof how corrupt the Catholic Church is, and they never responded to our plea about a tire fort.
We sent an emissary. We sent a message by hawk, dove, and then we put a kid on a horse and said, ride until you reach the Vatican.
We sent one of the
Oh,
tires
yeah,
with him.
yeah.
They took the kid and left the message.
Damn.
I love a DoorDash bonus. It's my favorite.
Jesus.
It's a loyalty rewards program. Yeah, the joke there, RJ, is that the Catholic Church has children DoorDash to the Vatican. And
Oh, is
they're
that the
happy
joke?
Because they think they're getting a bonus, like a free rewards.
I didn't realize
Deal.
that it was a joke on the Catholic Church's
Yeah.
long history of covering up abuse of children. I had no clue,
Yeah.
zero context for it, having been raised Catholic.
Well, it's more about the comedy of like an elite religious pedophile group using DoorDash to get children to their.
You
their,
mean
their-
like
their
DoorDash?
compound.
The
Yes.
the elite rich elites?
Yeah. Yes. That's actually what the elites designed DoorDash for initially, and then they were like, "Oh my god, we could like send food with this thing."
Good fucking grief.
It's good to be back. It really
For
is.
who?
Like a vampire, thank you for inviting me into your home.
I actually didn't.
No, it's fine.
If you check the chat, James, did I
No,
invite you?
You invited me multiple times, and then I had to deny. But I'm carrying over those invitations. It's kind of it's ancient vampire magic. You probably wouldn't. They talk about it in Twilight. What were you going to say, John?
Nothing. I'm just
What?
participating.
No, please participate,
Don't
John.
mind me.
We want you to
No.
participate.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Say,
Tell me your
say
thoughts,
words,
John.
Say words that'll be recorded, John.
Forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, James doesn't have
Forever
any
and
shame
ever.
about it, so whatever you say is probably not nearly as bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow, riveting
Yeah,
stuff.
silence. In an
Riveting,
audio
absolutely
medium. I
riveting.
respect it.
He's speaking
No,
at
I
a
respect-
speaking at a frequency only us cool kids can hear.
It's seriously, it's like a Sergio Leone movie where 80% of it is just guys staring at each other in the Old West. That's
He
John.
somehow got a hold of a copy of the Epstein files and is just
Yeah.
reading off names.
Yeah, we're actually.
It's just a long list of
having to
names. He's
edit
not
it out.
stopping. If
Yeah,
you hear any
it's
breaks
awesome.
and you hear
my God,
silence, it
Papa-
means you're implicated.
Papa Murphy. That's crazy. No,
Hey,
no, it all
you
makes
leave
sense.
Papa Murphy alone.
I'm not talking about his pizza. I'm just talking about the man who got wasted at a football game. Took that
You
one
gotta
photo.
separate the art from the artist here.
You do exactly.
But
Thank
can you
John.
separate
Thank
the
you.
money he makes off the pizzas? I posit you can't. Despite how much I separate art from artist in all other situations. Therefore, he better not be in those fucking files.
RJ, just fucking enjoy the pizza. Who cares? No, actually, no. How many times do they say that at Jeffrey Epstein's house? Let's guess.
Oh no.
Well, probably not the name RJ, but
They
Definitely
fucking better
Bill.
keep my name out of their mouth. I'll sue
yeah,
for
they
libel.
should. You should. You deserve it. And they have the money to pay you, probably, you know?
I don't know. I'd probably be like 500th in line on lawsuits, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, more like 8.2 billionth. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think humankind.
If they've got my name in their mouth and they're saying libelous things about me, you think my lawsuit would be pushed that far down the line?
No, I guess I'm just saying that I think humankind should get together and perform a class action lawsuit against
That's
everybody
true.
implicated in the Epstein files. I think that'd be obviously for the restitution, but also just for the bit because it'd be objectively funny and kind of justified, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah, okay, I'm down for that. Anyway, our next segment, Better Buddies Recommend, where you recommend a piece of media to enjoy. Who would like to start?
I can.
What you got, Tanner?
Go for it.
Well, in this week's issue of books that I didn't read in high school that I was supposed to have and that I have now listened to in audiobook form, To Kill a Mockingbird
Yes.
is
Ooh.
a fucking amazing story, and I can't believe I skipped it in high school. Like I got done listening to it and I went, like if I had read this in high school, this could have legitimately been a life-changing book for me. Of course, it's also possible I was too much of an edgy piece of shit in high school, but you know, it could have been life-changing.
What about, like, did you choose not to read it in high school? Like, could you opt out of a class, or was it just like you guys never read it as part of the curriculum?
Oh no, the class read it, I just didn't.
Gotcha. You were like, I'm gonna find my own original way to be racist. I don't need to fucking learn.
There was exactly one assigned book in high school that I actually read, and that was Huckleberry Finn, and that was because I thought that the first part was really cool, where he like runs away and like the way he escapes. I thought was really cool, and then the rest of the book kind of sucked.
See, Tanner,
Not gonna
I've been
lie.
thinking about it, and I think there's a third way you could have gone and still been edgy, and you just gotta go full Batman edge of like, oh, the injustice! I must be the justice!
It's true.
What?
In terms of not reading books in high school?
No. So if you read To Kill a Mockingbird, you said like, oh, it either would have been life changing or I would have been too edgy to really appreciate it. And like, I'm thinking, no, you could still be edgy, like have been edgy about it, but then you just got to go the full like hardcore Batman. Justice is my one true love edge, instead of the like I'm too cool for this and I am hateful edge.
Yeah, for sure. Because you can either be like the weepy, like, oh, racism is so sad, or you can be the edgy Batman, like, I'm going to beat up the Joker of racism. And I think that's what RJ is like suggesting. Also, low key, like, am I wrong? Was I off in that, or is that correct as to what you're saying? Like, was
you're almost there. You're 50% of the way there. Instead of being weepy edgy about it, it's the like, oh, I was edgy, so I would have made a bunch of racist jokes about it.
Shit. Damn.
I'm just taking a big swing on what kind of edgy person I thought Tanner might be in high school.
I thought Tanner would be like the edgy, like the principled the principled edgelord who is like edgy because he's upset at the state of the world and the injustice. That's what I was guessing. Unless Tanner, were you like a 4chan racism is cool guy, or what's the story?
Not a racism is cool, but a racism is funny guy.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was, and
Gotcha.
yeah,
that's where James is right
now.
now.
Real proud of that.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's not so much that the act.
Oh,
of
you're going to
racism
defend
is
yourself
funny.
on that one? You're going to try and rationalize
I am actually,
that?
RJ, because that's it's not that the act of being racist is not funny. The concept of it entirely is funny, because underneath all
you think racism is funny?
Like the concept of it, absolutely. Like it's like the underlying absurdity of truly hating another group of people because of superficial differences is like I mean, they made like the whole little bit in a Rick and Morty episode about it. Like there's
the nipple the nipple war.
Exactly. Yeah. Where, like there's some, I'm not saying that like the tragedies that have occurred because of racism are inherently funny. I think there are people who like try to pretend like they find like racism funny, but in reality, they just love the fact that like people like get hurt through racism. I'm saying like the idea of somebody actually being racist is so absurd to me that it's hilarious. That's where I'm coming from. So it's like it's intellectual. It's educating.
Like so for me, it was more of like the shock value of like this is objectively the wrong opinion, and like that part of it I found funny. But the problem with that is like eventually it started making me a little bit racist. So
that'll happen to you.
Oh, James, from experience?
Yeah, of course. I became anti-Semitic while on 4chan. Yeah, absolutely. It's at first it starts out funny, and then you start believing things. But then you eventually like you can either go one of two ways. You can either be like, you know what, these websites that are like definitely astroturfed by the U.S. government and also full of just like unhappy individuals, like they're definitely right about this group of people. Or you can go out like in the world and like meet people and be like, oh, it's not that simple at all. One of two choices.
Anyway, To Kill a Mockingbird. Atticus Finch is one of the greatest literary heroes of all time.
True.
Yeah, he was. Well, okay, so it's not a complaint about the book, but I did have several like personal like differences with Atticus that like I'm not gonna get into here, but like
okay.
I thought the like the book did such an excellent job of like capturing what it's like to be a child also. Like between Scout and Jem.
Yeah.
And like kind of the way that the way that like Jem like thinks he has everything all figured out kind of all the time, and the way he kind of describes things that are just a little bit off felt very fun, like very accurate. But then also like the way that Scout is a lot more perceptive than most people would give her credit for. A lot of kids are like that too.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just kind of the way that she keeps like she's also very inquisitive, and she asks these questions that feel really uncomfortable to me as like the listener. But it's like, well, it's like she's a kid. She doesn't know any better. She's trying to learn. And like most of the people kind of go along with it. Like I'm thinking about specifically when Calpurnica takes the kids to church. And like Scout starts asking these questions that like to me feel like, oh, like that's a wild thing to come out of someone's mouth, but it's like, and Calpurnia like goes through and she's very very like tactful about it for the most part. Like she gives the kid a straight answer, except for the part where it's like, well, you're gonna have to ask your father about that one.
I haven't read the book in a while. What are some of the questions that she asks? If you can phrase them here.
One of the things she asks is like about the way Calpurnia talks. Like she speaks differently with the Finches than she does at church, and it's like the kind of like what you'd think of as like a black voice. And the way that Scout phrases it is like, how come you didn't talk right in there, but you talk right with us? And so like that, like hearing that is kind of like it gave me a weird feeling. But then Calpurnia was like, well, I don't remember how exactly she answered it, but it was something to the effect of like, well, you talk differently with your friends than you do with your family, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, like a very good answer to a child on a very complex question.
Yeah.
See, and one of the ones that always sticks with me is when they have the farm kid over for lunch, like the dirt poor farm kid, and he's putting molasses on everything, and I think it's what was the name again? Calpurnia?
Calpurnia, yeah.
Calpurnia. Yeah, she basically pulls Scout aside and is like, how dare you treat a guest in your home like that? Because I'm pretty sure it's her and not Atticus that does that.
Yeah, so she Scout is like, she keeps asking all these questions about like, why are you putting so much molasses on that? That's not right. Why would you do like, you're ruining it. Why would you do that? And Calpurnia like pulls her into the kitchen and goes like, hey, you don't talk that way to company. Anyone that you have over is company, and a lot of people don't eat the same way we do. And that doesn't make it bad, it just means they eat differently.
Because I think it's because it's that, and then maybe it's Atticus afterwards, but one of the two of them also tells her that, like, yeah, he's not as well off as you are, so, like, molasses is a treat. And that there's just this much of it on the table. He is enjoying the fact that he can enjoy it. But yeah. The another two of the scenes that like live rent free in my head are Atticus and the dog with rabies, and how just like absolutely serious. Like Atticus does not want to fire a gun, does not want to hold the gun, does it because he has to, and is, from what I remember, is like almost ashamed of the whole thing. And then later at the jailhouse scene at night, when it's just him sitting in a chair in front of the cell, and that's it.
It doesn't have a gun on him or anything.
Nope. Because then when the crowd disperses at the end, you find out like the sheriff's on the roof with the rifle.
Yep. Was it the sheriff or was it the newspaper guy? I think it was
one
the
of the two.
guy.
Might have been the newspaper guy.
Because I think it was like, oh yeah, he doesn't have to like go out and collect the news. He just looks out his window and gets it. Because he lives right across from the courthouse or the jail or whatever.
But yeah, such a good book.
But yeah, there was another part that sticks with me is when they're when Scout and Dill have to like leave the trial for a little bit because Dill starts getting really upset. And they go out and they see the guy drinking from a brown paper bag, and they like, everyone thinks he's drinking whiskey all the time, and because he's in like a mixed race marriage and has like mixed kids and stuff, so everybody thinks he's no good.
And he tends to dress a little shabby.
Yeah, and he like offers the kids a sip of what he's drinking, and they take a sip and they're like, it's Coca-Cola, and he goes, yeah. Like, what else would I be drinking? Like, people already are gonna assume the worst of me.
Well, and I don't remember how explicit it is in the book, but I think part of it too is he's like, yeah, it's better for me and my family if everyone assumes I'm the town drunk. Like, it's functionally a protective measure for his kids as well.
Yeah. And like, I didn't remember at the moment, if they gave Dill like a physical description in the beginning of the book, because like the way that he was getting upset and the way Jem started the courtroom scene with like talking about mixed kids and how sometimes you just don't know unless you know the person. I thought they were going for Dill being mixed race,
Oh,
but they were not actually. I did look that up later.
interesting. Cool. Awesome book. Who'd like to go next?
It was incredible.
Yeah, I really need to read that again. It's been many
It's been since high school for me. Easily.
same.
Oh,
Like sophomore year of high school, even.
Mhm.
I think I got to reread it in college because of one of my classes. Oh, it was because of literature on film. I think. Might have been one of the ones we talked about.
Yeah,
I don't
now you have to
remember,
watch
though.
the movie.
And I think I
Movie's
have
good.
the DVD somewhere. I'm gonna get mine in quick because it's put a button on my Witcher series. I finally got to the last Witcher book. It's the most recent one to come out, and it's actually a interlude book that's set in between a couple of the books. And the entire book is Geralt loses his swords and goes on a big old roundabout quest to get them back.
That's fun.
Yeah, he goes. It's in between two of the books, and he goes to a town, and he checks in his swords because he's like, "Hey, I gotta check my swords." All right, he gets the slip of paper saying, "Yep, here's your swords. Here's your receipt." And he comes back later, and someone forged the receipt and took his swords. And so he keeps getting drawn into the concentric circles of plot and intrigue, layer by layer down, trying to get people who can help him with getting his swords back and having enough money to be able to get his swords back. And then he works his way back out again. It's a really fun adventure, but it technically puts a button on the Witcher series in a new way, because they have the ending from the original last book, but then they contradict it with this one because there's like an epilogue scene that's set like 112 years, like 150 years in the future. 150? No, 120. It's like 120 years. Because one of the big plot points of the book is that like there's a group of mages and wizards that are like creating basically genetic abominations. Because the wizard in charge is one of those guys who's like, oh, magic, it should be for everyone, and everyone should have access to it, and like to the benefits of magic. So, but then of course everybody who works for him is like sabotaging his work and just making monsters and weird shit, and like none of his stuff ever finally works to a point where it could be mass produced because he keeps getting sabotaged. But like two of the monsters Geralt kills throughout the book have these like nameplates on them that are like this is the batch number beta test number 8 or whatever. And so there's this epilogue scene where like a traveler going to the magic school 120 years later gets attacked by a monster and rescued by a man in white with white hair who rips a nameplate off of it. He's like, oh, number 8, I don't have this one for my collection. And the traveler, who you've kind of been getting like little interludes with throughout the whole book, is like, oh my god, you're Geralt of Rivia! You're the Witcher. Like, it said you'd come back when you were needed most to like right the balance and protect us from monsters and stop all evil forever. And Geralt is basically like, no, I'm not him. I'm definitely not Geralt of Rivia, the famed Witcher. And this definitely isn't Roach, my horse. Because, evil never truly goes away. So maybe you didn't see me here. Because that would mean I came back. And then, like, she wakes up again. And so it's this question of, like, did it happen or not? Because, spoiler alert, at the end of the original ending of the Witcher series is that the Witcher died impaled on a pitchfork in a mob. So, did he die? Who knows?
This is
Spoiler,
legally distinct
still in
Geralt
the-
of Rivia.
I'm
What was that,
still
John?
This is legally distinct Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah,
This is Geralt of Riviera.
which, depending on if you take the video games as canon or not, technically he survived it anyway. Because all the video games that were made were basically, they looked at the last book and went, okay, but like, what if he lived? So,
I'm still several months out on my wait for that book.
oh,
The first one.
it's popular. It's popular.
I'm currently 30th in line. I started 237th. I placed my hold when you first recommended the first book.
Sounds about
Like
right.
that day.
Let's see. Teehee. University of Wisconsin system. I could borrow The Last Wish right now.
Goddamn.
And Sword of Destiny. I could get through the first two instantly if I really wanted. But yeah, no, the wait time is horrendous on the public library.
Yeah, there's only 5 copies in all of the state in the public library system.
Yep. Thanks, Libby. Well, I mean, the latest one, the one that I just recommended, I was on that wait list for about 30 weeks. So, yeah, I think I put that request in, I think, in November, and I finished it in June. End of June.
Okay, I placed this hold in September. I placed it September 15th.
Yep. Sounds about right. It's a popular series. But not popular enough, apparently. But yeah, Season of Storms. Who would like to go next, John or James?
I can go.
What you got?
Mine is also a book this week. Let me. I told some of you about this at some point, but I don't think I read it on the podcast. Or whatever. Talked about it on the podcast. Books. I read The Cuckoo's Egg by Clifford Stoll. It's kind of like a autobiography of this guy who was kind of part of the foundation of cybersecurity, like the field of cybersecurity. He was this guy working at University of Berkeley Lawrence lab, I guess, and kind of a combination astronomer systems engineer guy.
Okay.
And he noticed 75 cents of missing computer time way back in like the 80s. And it led into a many months chase on who this hacker was breaking into his system. So it's kind of just the story of like what he did to track him down. And
Oh, is this like the phone line guy? And like,
yeah.
yeah,
okay. I think
okay.
I remember you saying, you were telling us about this a little bit.
Yeah, what's the story there again? What are you?
Because wasn't this back when like you had to call the phone company and like go company to company to company to company, like get every company to trace it all across the ocean?
Yeah, pretty much. He started like, there was a kind of like the AT&T of the day. AT&T was a thing, but this was another company. I forget the name, but it was dialing into the university. So he called their local office and they're like, oh no, that's coming in from Washington. So they call the international guys in Washington. They're like, oh no, it's coming from across the ocean. So they trace it across the lines or through the satellites. And it's like, okay, now we have to go through the German Telecom Authority. Oh no, you need a warrant for that.
Dang.
So, yeah, it must have been very frustrating for him at the time. So, I don't know. I found it interesting as somebody in the computer world, especially to see, like, the foundations of what we have today, what they looked like back then to a practitioner.
Don't you wish it was that easy now for security to tell, like, computer security to be like, okay, I called the phone company and they were helpful enough to put me onto the next company.
Oh, they weren't.
Not
at first.
Oof. I'm glad some things don't change.
Yeah. No, he like had to get multiple government agencies involved too, and he would just feed them information. They wouldn't tell him anything. Just like tons of red tape.
Yikes.
Well, that crazy. The crazy thing about that era, just in tech in general, is like how few like accessible third-party repositories of like information existed. Like you had to hope that your like if you wanted to get into that stuff, and I'm talking more just almost like tangential to the book subject matter, but it's like the idea of like, oh, GitHub doesn't exist. I have to go to the library to figure out, and they better have like the books on programming that I need. Then I got to read those books. Like then I have to, fucking go to wherever the nearest computer lab is. I mean, what era was this about that he was doing this in, like 70s or 80s?
80s, yeah, like early Unix operating system,
Oof.
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
System. I know this. Yeah, that's just nuts. Like the idea of him even having to call a phone company to track it down. Like, whereas now I'm sure there are like a million ways to do it just through, any hardware or software that you have accessible to you. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, very different. Like there were not really even that many forums yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that
Well,
was
the
still a
internet,
time when
yeah.
like forums were basically just like a lot of universities had chat rooms at best. The best, if you could even describe it as that. And then like if you didn't have like a hookup and a connection, you probably weren't doing too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other fun part about this is he works at Berkeley, so he's like this super hippie dude.
Yeah.
And he just finds himself working with the man.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's great. That's a great little piece right there.
It's like, am I the man now?
Oh God.
These guys are actually people, not just suits, but also.
Yeah.
They're the people
great
in the
potential.
suits.
There's a great potential in that meme potential with the Captain Phillips thing, where it's like, look at me, I'm the man now, and he's looking at himself. There's something there.
Hell yeah.
What's it called, John? What was it called?
The Cuckoo's Egg came out in
Cuckoo's Egg.
1989.
Wow. Awesome.
Hell yeah. Last but not least, James, what do you got?
All right. I don't know if I've ever talked about them on the podcast before, but you're all going to know them at least by name. I'm going to recommend the discography of the band Nirvana. And
Who's
the reason
that?
I'm saying this, funny, that's good. Comedy. No, the reason I'm recommending them is for a few reasons. One, I went through the band, you've heard of them, yes. Not Nirvana, the band, the show, which is also very good, Nirvana, but just Nirvana, the band.
Is this like the Rock and Roller Coaster presented by Aerosmith?
What? Nirvana, the band?
Yeah.
It should be. It should be. Yeah, they should have a Nirvana roller coaster, except it's just you sitting in a room with your thoughts on heroin.
Okay.
Family fun. No, but I'm going to recommend them for a couple reasons. One, yeah, that's it. That's the one I listen to. That's the real Nirvana.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
No. But they won't tell you, but that's actually the real Nirvana, and Kurt Cobain copied that. He was like, what if I just took away the
somebody
Super
made
64?
Nirvana's famous
Sounds fun.
Baby in the Pool album cover art, but it's the penguin from Super Mario 64 looking at a star.
It's
actually-
also-
Dexter, Jay.
Yeah, it's also a song. It's Nirvana's Nevermind.
But with
Yes.
this Super Mario 64 sound font.
Oh, it's the whole.
Yes. It's all Nevermind is the album. So there are 3 like albums, really. I mean, this is the reason why, one of the reasons of why I suggest Nirvana, because now it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you can at least listen to each of those albums. And you can listen to some of the best modern music produced, and it's just 3 albums. You don't have to worry if you're a completionist. You don't have to worry about okay, so which ones do I need to listen to? Just listen to all 3 of the major albums. And Nevermind, In Utero, and then I'm forgetting what the other one is. Sorry.
According to the Mario sound font list, 1 second. What's here? Bleach?
Yeah. Bleach. Yes. I forgot that they counted that. So Bleach, which is like their very first 1989, Nevermind, which is the one with the baby on it, In Utero, which has a lot of songs that you'd probably recognize by them. I saw something interesting. I went on like a little Nirvana kind of like rabbit hole a few weeks ago, and I watched just some like videos, longer form videos about them on YouTube, and like read, the Wikipedia pages and stuff like that. And what I saw is like some music critics basically make the case that like rock music as a kind of dominant cultural form, as a dominant artistic medium, like they made the case you could start it with the Beatles and end it with Nirvana, which I think is an interesting way to think about them.
Elvis.
Well, I'm saying like we're saying exempting like that critic just used like the Beatles. I'm sure there are others, and there's also
You're telling me when we're gonna have a philosophical and intellectual conversation on genre of rock and roll music and looking to define rock and roll, we're going to leave out the king of rock himself.
Well,
You're correct.
I think like if you want to have that discussion, what I would say is like
he's literally the
things.
king.
Well, two major things. He obviously very clearly like took a lot from African American musicians of the time, which I know is a stock kind of critique, but it is true. And while you could say the exact same thing for the Beatles had like a true like life and time of like a band. They went through like multiple different phases and forms. Like we're talking about rock music as like a kind of genuine artistic form, not just an exemplification of itself. Does that make any sense? That would be my personal.
I see where you're coming from, but I disagree on the appropriateness of the definition of rock and roll, excluding the origins of rock and roll.
I mean, I don't know. Like, then you would say Chuck Berry, But my point, I guess, is not the beginning, but the end. My like the idea that basically Nirvana was the last like rock and roll band where like that medium had the precedence that it had, and I think that's an interesting way to look at them. Is like a band playing at the apocalypse of rock and roll, which is kind of that's interesting to me. And I know that there's like arguments. There's definitely arguments like, well, there's this band that's good and there's that one. I don't know purely, and I'm biased because I can't name them. I don't know any rock band that has like since Nirvana had so much stature and measure in both like the underground and kind of independent scene from which they sprang,
Led
and
Zeppelin.
then also had mass cultural relevance. Led Zeppelin was before them.
Shit.
Yeah, but I would like Nirvana is grunge. It's dirty. It's kind of gross. But there's actually a lot of their songs that are very like sensitive, that are nuanced. I don't want to gas them up like insanely. I know I'm doing a lot of gassing right now, but I just think they're like a very unique kind of like cultural piece. I think they're like very unique artists. And I am obviously especially drawn to them because of how short-lived the band actually was. I think they were only technically around for like 5 years before Cobain committed suicide. So spoiler alert if you didn't know that already. But yeah, very, very interesting. Like very quick to listen to. Again, like there are great rock acts that have like long discographies. That's cool. I love the fact that Nirvana, regardless of circumstance, they were kind of in and out. They did their thing. And they were even saying before Cobain like went, they were even saying like, oh, In Utero will probably be our last album. Like we're probably not going to do anything as Nirvana anymore. So yeah, I
Okay.
would advocate like very fun and very unique.
Hell yeah. Our next segment, How to Be a Better Buddy, where we give some real and some humorous advice. Our first question this week, why do older guys like to grill so much? With the further details, my dad is 36 and loves to grill and barbecue. I'm a 15 male and grill with him sometimes, but I'm not as into it as he is. I just think it's okay for the most part. Will this magically happen to me too once I get around that age where I become addicted to it too?
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
For sure. It's gonna happen.
It's very, very satisfying way to cook your meat.
Yeah, I think if you want to get, academic about it, it's basically like it's everything that a man wants. He wants like fire, he wants to provide for his family, he wants some level of like oversight in his domain, and with the grill
And
being his
booze.
domain, and booze. And it's all that's the thing too, is like grilling is such a passive like thing to do, but it's just enough. You're doing some stuff.
And
You're
it's
like
something
actually
that
producing
does
something.
take a little bit of, like, it's one of those things that has a very wide range of skill levels. Like, if
yeah.
you just throw some shit on the grill, you're probably going to do okay. Like, it can be a little hard to fuck it up. At the same time, it's like, okay, if you threw some hamburgers or brats on the grill, they're done all the way through, you're good. But if you're throwing, like, a steak on the grill, you got to time that shit out. Because it's going to keep cooking, even after you take it off. Especially do, like, a real thin steak. And I use this example because I cooked the steaks that we grilled for my sister's high school graduation, and I got them frickin' perfect.
I'm like jealous. I have honestly never grilled. Maybe once or twice, but if I have, I really can't remember. Actually, no, that's not true. My friend Rob and I, New York, grilled for out on our rooftop for 4th of July. But it's very like it's like nerve-wracking, but it's also so rewarding if you get it right, because there's always, at least
What's
I feel like,
nerve-wracking
even if
about it?
because you're like, I don't want to fuck this up. You're like, we spent the money on the food, like people are
Well,
there,
that's
even if you're
the-
just
Yeah,
cooking
that's
for a
just
couple
cook.
people.
That's just cooking.
That's what I'm talking about with the skill
fair.
levels, though, James, right? Of, like, if you just throw, like, a couple hamburger patties on the grill, you can literally just leave them until they're done, right? Like, at a certain point, it's like, well, it's done. And you don't have to worry about, like, oh, did I take it off too early? Because if you're worried you took it off too early, you just leave it on for longer. Compared to, like, oh, if you're going to, like, cook with the grill as your cooking implement, then you're doing, like, shish kebabs and steaks and things where you actually have to, like, pay attention a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, pineapple, watermelon, Brussels sprouts, salmon,
Pizza,
Oh God, you guys are making me so
grilled
hungry.
cheese.
peanut butter
I
and
still think
jelly.
It's wild. You can make a pizza on a grill.
Why not?
Why?
I don't know why not. It's just not what I would think of, you know?
The only reason I say it is because at least one of the pizza brands, I think it might be Jack's,
It is
literally,
Jack's.
yeah, has the, like, grilling instructions on it. None of the others do.
I mean, it makes sense. Like a traditional pizza oven is just like a pile of bricks with a fire in it.
True.
And at the end of the day, what is a grill but a pile of bricks with a fire in it? Except there's also like a lattice over the top that you.
But
like,
is it
put
a
the stuff
gamer
on.
grill?
And a cover. Oh, ooh. How's
It
that
is
not been like a thing? How's that
Oh,
not
James.
like a meme?
It has
Oh,
been.
is it-
It's old. It's
Like
such
a-
an old meme.
I'm thinking like
A
literally
gamer
like a grill that's streaming on Twitch. Yeah, and it's wearing like the Sailor Fuku, and it's
okay,
how's
that might
not like a thing.
need to be a thing.
Go be the change you want to
Yeah.
see.
That you know what? You're right, John. I will. I'm just saying. I feel like that would be like a meme stream easily, like
It
one
should
that's just
be.
always running. It should.
But you
Are you
gotta
talking
game the
about
whole
like
time.
Are you talking about like the avatar is a grill like?
No, like a
Burn
grill
Peanut
is sitting
or
in
No.
a
whatever?
gamer chair.
Literally, a grill is sitting in a gamer chair wearing like a Japanese Sailor Girl outfit and like just streaming a game.
And the person
gamer
who's
grill.
running the channel is like using a series of mirrors to be able to see the screen to play the game.
Or it's just playing. Yeah, they're playing like a cookie clicker thing, like off screen or whatever. Yeah.
Why do they even
yeah.
need mirrors? It's just a camera.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's so that they're
Yeah.
not on camera, you know.
Well, they can just play it off camera.
I don't know why I thought the monitor would have to be aimed at the grill. I'm a fucking moron.
It should. It should. Well, it should be, but just what the screen is recording.
You're
Yeah.
just committing to the bit, you know?
Yeah.
And at that point, if you figure out all
Look,
that
if you haven't
hardware,
hollowed out the grill to hide inside of it and use eye holes to be able to see the screen, you didn't really commit to the bit.
see, now I do love that, the idea of dressing up a grill in this really cutesy outfit, and it's like all the pink lights and stuff, but they're just these like two eyes clearly staring out.
Clearly human
Love
eyes.
it. It looks like the Onceler from the Lorax, where it's got like that.
So yeah, that's why older guys like to grill so much.
Right. Counterpoint. What if you dress up in the Sailor Fuku or
Mhm.
whatever other like
Mhm.
attention grabby outfit, and you are grilling while gaming, and that's your thing.
See, now
And you're
that's
the
actually
griller game?
something. Now we've gone from meme to we're talking an actual business model, Tanner. now that's a serious enterprise.
I think that's just called OnlyFans, Tanner.
Hmm? Honestly, how has there not? What?
Wait, what?
I just
What?
had a terrible idea.
No, say
John
it.
had a great idea.
I'm sorry, it's kind of a tangent break, but you know how people like play games with really stupid controllers sometimes?
Yeah.
We could
Mhm.
totally get an overhead camera over a grill and like control based on where
Yo.
you put the meat.
Yo,
I love it. I love it.
Talk about a gamer grill, my man.
That's perfect.
Wait, I'm not seeing the setup here. What is
Okay,
this? What are you talking
so
about?
you know, James, you know those streams where like the fish swims around the tank, and based on where it swims is what the next button input is.
Oh yeah, and they had a fish
Oh.
do Pokemon Red.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that, but
okay.
it's a top-down camera view of a grill, and wherever the meat gets put on the grill is whatever the next input is. But the person running the grill cannot see it.
Yeah, okay, I love that. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Like top right's the A button, little lower's the B button.
I think you'd have to end up with a 9-square like 9-square area, so you can get the up, down, left, right, A, and B, and then just put A and B, A, B, start, select, and then right bumper in the middle, just to give it something wild, and have it run, and play Pokemon Red.
Yeah, that's
You might
beautiful.
need to look into making this.
Oh, this is
Well,
our new
I-
project.
I would
Incidentally,
also.
with the go
You
go
go.
ahead.
You go.
I was gonna say, incidentally, with the fish playing Pokemon, I don't think the fish completed Pokemon, but it did spend a ton of money on the eShop.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Once again, once and for all, proving capitalism is inherent in nature, and it's where we're going. Just kidding. Those are jokes.
Oh.
What I do want to say, this is not a joke. Kind of. How has someone not made like a Hooters style restaurant for men or for women that is just gamer grill? I know that like it doesn't as work as
Because
well. Maybe
Hooters
with,
is
like, a male
failing.
version.
Yeah, like
I don't
when's
know,
the last
dude.
time you saw a Hooters?
I think restaurants are still in though.
You
think
think
there's
Whataburger's still in restaurants?
That's what they call them, restaurants. Yeah. Or I guess
didn't know they
I
actually
don't know.
had a name.
Yeah, I don't know what the male equivalent is like called, but
It's just a Chippendales and a brunch
Yeah.
place.
no, there's another one that's like I'm gonna type in male restaurants. We're gonna see what comes up on Google.
I don't want to know your search results anyway. Our next
No,
question.
Chesterons, Tallywhackers, International Concepts,
Neat.
male equivalent to Hooters from r/ask gay bros over 30 on Reddit. I wonder what they're saying.
Anyway,
Cool.
would you rather have body hair? Why or why not? With the further details, I keep getting a mixed bag of answers. Friends who have body hair wish they didn't because they think it's unsightly or a hindrance, but friends who don't have body hair keep saying they wish they did because it looks more masculine and attractive. To be honest, I do think both sides have valid views, so I'm wondering what's your take on this?
To be honest, it's always just going to be the opposite of what you have.
Yep.
The hair's always itchier.
I like having body hair. I would say I'd rather have body hair, at least as a man, I suppose. Although I'm sure there are plenty of women who would like to have body hair, so I can't say. But yeah,
I prefer to have body hair, and because of my preference for body hair on myself, I have lived my life by the conclusion that I cannot expect women to shave. Because I don't.
I think that's valid.
Like, if any woman is going to have to deal with my hairy forearms, she can have hairy forearms. Like, I can't say, no, you don't get to have body hair.
Jesus Christ, what's next? You're going to give them separate bank accounts?
Yes.
Holy shit. Really?
Look, it's been one of the wildest things is I've been, like, finishing up the Dune series of books. Because the Dune series eventually reveals that the axolotl tanks that they used to clone Golas in, the axolotl tanks are just women. Like, they just genetically modify women to be factory machines that just pump out whatever they put in it. Yeah. And, like, especially in the book I'm currently reading, I'm on the second to last one, it's revealed that the Bene Talax, the, like, species/group/organization that learned this technique and how to do it, their entire societal structure is so male-dominated that as soon as any female of the species is what they use in the book, female of the species reaches childbearing age, she's immediately turned into an axolotl tank.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it
This
is,
the future Matt
James.
Gates wants.
So maybe we don't joke about taking away women's rights, huh? Get
Well,
dunked on.
I obviously don't mean that seriously.
Oh, don't
anybody
you?
who does is a freak. No, of course
Good.
not. Like,
Gotta keep you honest.
that shit is that shit is fucking disgusting.
But yeah,
Any
no.
man who's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna go with that.
Not
fucking
original
way.
ideas
Yeah.
out there, you fucking incel bastards.
Yeah, but counterpoint, what if all women want to do is milk us for our semen and our comedy?
No, what? No,
Like in
fuck
that one
off.
South
Shut the
Park
fuck up.
episode. That's exactly
Shut the
that's what
fuck
they
up.
said. That's the feminist
No, we're not going
agenda.
down that line of joking. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. But
No,
that's what the TV told me.
TV's
All right,
wrong.
fine.
Burn your TV.
No. Dude, TV was my Catholic church. Now I'm a man without a country.
Well, that's on you for replacing your religion with a different religion.
Damn. He's right.
But yeah, I'd rather have body hair. I think everybody should have whatever body hair situation they choose to have. Any
Body
other
hair-
thoughts and opinions?
Body hair can be nice, but there are certain spots where it's like, well, maybe it'd be better not to have it here. And like, yeah, like I can shave, but like it itches when it grows back in.
Also true.
Yeah, but it's so silky smooth when you shave your legs and put on some warm out of the dryer sweatpants.
Yeah, that is also true. I do
keep
wish I
meaning
could
to get around to
experience
doing that.
more.
I've been meaning for like
What's
5
stopping you?
years to do that. I just keep forgetting about it.
I'm just lazy and I don't want to have it all grow back like that.
I also
Um,
don't own. I don't own a razor, really.
But it is
Given
a
my
very
beard
it is a very
situation.
nice- yeah, you prospecting wizard. It is a very nice feeling.
All right. Yeah, we'll call that good for this week. Thank you all for joining.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for
Thanks.
having us.
Fun as always.
Love you all.
Love you too.
Thank you to the band Problem of Interest for letting us use the song Living in the Moment off the album Cross Off Yesterday. You can find them on iTunes and Spotify. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever fine podcasts are sold. We're also on social media. Our Facebook is Better Buddies. Our Instagram is Better Buddies Cast. Our email is betterbuddiescast@gmail.com. You can send us fan art, hate art, fan mail, hate mail, declarations of love and or war, icebreakers you want us to answer, or questions you need advice on. We're also on YouTube where we post clips of the show. Let us know what you'd like to see up there. And last but not least, be a better buddy.
Child. No.
The child. As all good media companies do, hardcore right pivot.
Yeah. Listen, times are tough. We have to switch to a commodity
Times
that
are
people
changing.
will want no matter what. Times are changing.
We need to get back to the
Gabe Newell.
1940s.
The man who brought you Half-Life now brings you Half Pint, the Steam Summer Sale for children, of children.
We'll start the betting at
Not for
$100.
children, though.
Not for children, just of children. No, definitely not for children.
No.